Alright guys, in today's video I'm going to talk to you about a pair of insoles, and technically there are two different pairs. There are the women's pair, which has 3 magnets here in the center, one over here to the side of the arch, one here, one near the heel, and one near the I guess the padded portion of your foot. If you see, this one is actually a magnet missing. That's why I said one. If I show you the other one, you can see there's actually 2. So in this instance, this came delivered with one of the magnets missing. So that's not a very good way to start out. Also, if you're buying these for the men's, they're only going to have 5. They have 3 here, 1 in the heel area, and then 1 up in this area here. They're very easy to trim to fit. I don't know how well it's going to show up for you, but you can maybe see some of the different lines, and that is how you line up, you know, what you want as far as the size goes. And this is what they are, trimmed off like the men's size. So I wore these today for probably about 6 hours, and 1 hour of that was spent sitting. They're very comfortable when you're sitting. The other 5 hours was spent mainly walking on concrete or sidewalk. Yeah, pretty much that's it, concrete and sidewalk. Yeah, parking lot, concrete, and then a sidewalk. So just very hard surface. And I have to say that initially when I put these on, I thought they were fairly comfortable, and they're unique because I don't know how well you can see those little bumps right there. They're kind of raised up. Well, those are all over, as you can see on these. So it's sort of supposed to be like pressure points, acupuncture-like, but without, piercing the skin like the needles of acupuncture. So here's what I've got. I checked these out. As far as some details go, there's 5 magnets on the men's, and it's supposed to be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. There's 7 on this one, but 8 total on the women's. So this is what they have. They say that they're massaging, soft, smooth, magnetic to increase blood flow, blood circulation, relieve pain throughout the body, because it's supposed to, your feet deal with your spinal cord and your back and just translates to the whole body. And it's supposed to like cool and soothe and relieve fatigue and everything else. Okay, so good thing is when I put them in my shoes, they didn't slide around or anything. They slide around when I go to take my feet out pretty easily. They are really super thin. So will they work? Yes and no. The magnet part, I don't know. Just like when you wear magnetic bracelets, I'm not 100% sold on the science or technology behind magnetic therapy and such, but Magnasole, stepping your body into health. It says open blood flow, body alignment, radiant energy. It shows you some different sizes and everything. And basically just tells you to remove your manufacturer's insoles, lay them over top, and cut to fit. That's pretty much it. Reduce back pain, boost energy endurance, improve blood circulation, reduce stress. Alright, so of all of that stuff, I think that it probably does help with blood circulation just because of the little nodules. So it's kind of, giving you sort of that massage-like feel. And it does feel pretty good, I think, initially. And I think it feels good when you're sitting, so you're not putting a lot of pressure on it. But because there's no arch support whatsoever, and it's just this really thin material, there's no padding. And for someone like me, I'm a very slim guy, so I don't have a lot of padding when I'm sitting on a hard chair or standing on a hard surface or whatever it is. I want some kind of cushioning. This does not give me that type of feel. So in that regard, if that's what you're looking for, it's just not going to really offer you a lot in the form of cushioning. You may be able to, depending upon if your shoe has the space, slip these over top of an existing insole, and maybe that'll give you a little bit of additional padding that you wouldn't have. That would be something I would suggest people try, and it might work for you. the smell of these, it's not pleasant by any means, but it's also not super obvious, so you're not going to smell it like massively unless you just have a really sensitive sense of smell. Maybe then you would. The men's, I guess I'll take one of them out. This is what the men's looks like. So again, I think that it's actually fairly comfortable for short periods or when you just have light amounts of pressure, but they're not for me. They're not for everyone. I think some people are going to enjoy them, but I'm not sold on these for me. I do like the little rubbery nodules that stick up. Some are higher than others. Those actually feel quite good. Like I said, it probably does increase some blood flow. Does have a little bit of a massaging feel, but over time, for me, just not having any kind of cushion makes me ready to take them off after walking constantly and standing constantly non-stop for about a 5-hour period. So if you're someone that's going to be walking really far or standing for extremely long time frames, they may not be the best for you. If you're just going to have like a pair of walking shoes, you throw them on in the morning, you go out for a walk, you walk a couple of miles and you come back home, these might actually be a good option for you. You might actually like them. The magnets are super, super slim and tiny, and honestly, I don't notice any real adhesion from the magnets that I can tell. There's just no attraction. So I'm going to say that whatever magnet type effect you expect from these, don't expect a lot if you believe in that type thing, because I think these are extremely low powered, so they're probably not going to offer a great deal. So I hate to sound primarily negative. I feel like I'm coming across that way because for some people these might be great, and as I said, I did find them to be comfortable initially. They felt good, and I did like when I'm just sitting and have my feet resting on them without putting my full weight, which I'm only about 125 pounds, so it's not, not a lot of weight to be putting on them. But after 5 hours, I wasn't in pain, but I didn't find them to be extremely comfortable and relaxing or stress relieving or anything else. I would much rather just have a normal insole, and will almost certainly go back to a normal insole anytime I know I'm going to be standing or walking for an extremely long period. So that's kind of my thoughts on that. Hopefully I didn't ramble too much. I just kind of want to try to remember to cover everything as far as my thoughts go on these. But if you want to find out more and maybe read some of the other details and reviews that are listed on the Amazon page, there'll be a link below the video. You can check that out. Maybe they will work for you. Again, if you're fairly lightweight, or if you don't spend a lot of time standing for prolonged periods, or you just want to wear them for a short period, they probably will be very good. But for me, I think beyond 2 hours or maybe a couple of miles, I just don't see them being a long-term solution for me personally. Okay, so hopefully that's helpful to someone. You guys can base your own decisions on what you think on what I've said, what the other people have to say in the reviews. And otherwise, thanks for watching.